Rand Paul commented on trade and the idea of buy American, hire American on CNN. And he's not a fan of it. He's not a fan of buying American, hiring American. So let's watch and then we'll discuss.
President Trump, of course, when he took the oath of office, he made a very clear promise. Take a listen.
We will follow two simple rules. Buy American and hire American.
I'm not going to go through the litany of Trump clothing products that are made in China and other parts of the world that are not America, but we learned this week, in addition, that Trump's businesses have once again taken steps to hire foreign workers. Trump's Mar-a-Lago club and his golf course in Jupiter, Florida, have filed documents to bring in additional foreign workers under the H-2B visa program. Is this a problem for the president, saying one strong thing about buying and hiring American while his businesses do the complete opposite?
You know, I think all of us have this goal to buy American, but we have to think this thing through. Trade is a little bit, you got to go beneath the surface to scratch beneath the surface. For example, I get shirts at Walmart. I get them for $7 sometime. Amazing deal. Target the same way. And the thing is that money that you save for ordinary working people is an enormous amount. It's somewhere between $800 to $1,000 a year the ordinary person saves. And a lot of that stuff, unfortunately, isn't made here, but those people are richer because they got their shirts a lot cheaper. It used to be a shirt, just a regular button-up shirt, might be $20, $25, and still might be in places, and at Walmart it's $7. And so that savings, though, allows working-class people to have savings, to get a television set, to go on vacation, to buy gas for their truck. So trade is really a good thing, and we can't get too caught up in exactly where it's made, but we want our country to be strong by lowering regulations and taxes so we can compete.
So at the end there, he just goes full, right-wing caricature, parody. The answer, I think, deregulation and tax cuts. Oh, really? It's not like, I've never heard that before from other Republicans. You hear it all the time. Like, that's their answer for absolutely everything. I'm surprised they haven't started saying with certain foreign policy ideas, like, we should deregulate and do tax cuts for the rich. Because they say it with everything else. That's their answer for everything domestically. Every single thing. Deregulation and tax cuts for the rich. What? So, that's just hilarious. But then, so look at the rest of what was said there, though. He says, I buy Walmart shirts for $7. And you don't think that there are maybe giant downsides to that? Like, that doesn't occur to you. You think it's only a good thing. Well, yeah, it's a good thing, right? Because then you save the money, and then if you save the money, it helps out families, and they can use the rest of that money to buy a TV or a refrigerator or whatever, and so therefore it's actually helping the middle class by doing it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, first of all, when you have all these products made overseas, what happened? You shipped jobs out of the U.S., good-paying jobs out of the U.S., to some Bangladeshi factory where a kid makes your shirt in with near slave labor going on. The wages they get paid are next to nothing. No safety regulations. Again, oftentimes it's like little kids making this stuff. They work insane hours. So you lost good-paying U.S. jobs. You ship the jobs overseas. You're exploiting labor there, exploiting poor people there, and then you also, so you have a race to the bottom in two ways. A race to the bottom in terms of the kind of jobs that are being done, that are being created overseas, where they're very low paying and no benefits and incredible hours, and so it's a race to the bottom there, and then it's also a race to the bottom here with wages. Because what happens? You say, oh, it'll help the middle class. Well, wait, but the guy who worked in the factory in the small town, who made a middle class living, now, where is he? He's working at the Walmart, making $7.25 an hour. So you say, oh yeah, it saves money, and because you save money when you buy stuff. But the wages are also slashed tremendously too, so at the end of the day, it actually hurts the middle class. It definitely hurts the middle class. So he doesn't, how do you not see that angle to it? How do you not see the wages angle and the jobs angle? All you see is the cost of the item. Well, you don't see what goes into the cost of that item and how you ship the jobs to fucking Bangladesh and you lose jobs here in the U.S. and they're replaced with lower paying jobs here in the U.S. So no, Rand, he gives the stock libertarian answer, and he's given no thought to it. You know, you read an Ayn Rand book, you read a Hayek book, you read a, Murray Rothbard book, and you go, I figured everything out. How many times I'm sure you guys have experienced it, the libertarian douchebags on Twitter who they read like a few Ayn Rand books, a Rothbard book, and a Hayek book, or maybe a Milton Friedman book too, but they don't like him because he's not pure enough. And they think they know everything about economics. Like, oh yeah, you don't know anything about economics. I mean, it's obviously a good thing to exploit near slave labor overseas and ship U.S. jobs out of the country. I don't know, or not, or maybe it actually is a good thing to look out for your fellow countrymen and countrywomen, That sounds weird. And tariffs sometimes are a good thing. And yes, the idea of protectionism. The word protectionism has been maligned as some sort of dirty word, but it's the same as like welfare. Like, ooh, welfare, so evil. Is it really? Well, then why is it good in some circumstances? Would you look out for the welfare of your kids? Would you look out for the welfare of your parents? Would you want to protect your kids? Protect your parents? You say yes, right? So why is it such a fucking dirty and wrong thing to say, I kind of want to do that for my neighbor too. Let's protect. Let's look out for the welfare of everybody in the community. Is that a bad thing? It's not a bad thing. It's been maligned as a bad thing, but sometimes protectionism makes fucking sense, and tariffs make fucking sense, and keeping jobs in the U.S. and not doing these trade deals makes sense, because at the end of the day, who really benefits? Who really benefits? Rand Paul's spinning it like, you're hurting the middle class if you don't outsource all the jobs. No, who benefits? The corporations. They lower their costs and increase their profits. And that's just a savvy cover for what they're doing when people like Rand Paul go out there and say, no, it's good because the shirt costs $7. Yeah, forget the fact it's almost slave labor overseas for this, and forget the fact we just lost a lot of good-paying U.S. jobs. It's $7. And then final point I'll make here is on the Buy American thing. Yeah, let's be clear. It's not like, Trump is good on this and Rand Paul's bad on this. No, Trump's just a liar. Rand Paul's at least consistent. He says, hey man, I don't like Buy American, Hire American. I don't think it's a good idea. I think free trade is better, and we should, if the jobs go overseas, they go overseas. That's freedom, baby. What do you want me to say? The corporation should have the freedom to do that. At least he's consistent and he's upfront about his position. Donald Trump says, Buy American, Hire American, my only rules. Really? Then why do you have your products made in 12 different countries, you fucking liar? You scumbag? Who does that? Yeah, Buy American. That's what I'm for. Hire American. Anyway, most of my products are made overseas. Isn't that great? What? You don't practice what you preach because you're a liar. And then also, spare me he might act like that personally, but policy-wise, he's good and he's on the Buy American, Hire American team. That's not true either. That's not true. He could have signed an executive order on day one that Buy American, Hire American actually means Buy American, Hire American. Like all the products that the federal government has to buy, you can only buy American. That's a rule that used to be in place and they got rid of it. It wasn't Trump who got rid of it. Previous administrations got rid of it. I'm not sure if it was under Reagan or H.W. Bush or W. Bush or Clinton or Obama. I don't know who got rid of it originally. But it became, Buy American means you can buy American or any of our allies, and we still consider it buying American. But that's not Buy American. So what do you mean? If you buy it from China, if you buy it from Israel, if you buy it from the UK, that's not fucking American. What are you talking about? He could have said on day one, I'm signing an executive order that Buy American means buy fucking American. But he didn't do it. You know what else he didn't do? Really get rid of TPP. Because he said, yes, I'm going to axe this. But then what happened? In his renegotiation of NAFTA that's going on right now, they're taking a bunch of provisions from TPP and slipping them right in. So Trump is just a liar on trade. He tells you one thing, he does the opposite. He stabs you in the back. At least Rand Paul is upfront about how loathsome his ideology is.